to anything. Yeah, that's good.
So I also, you know, the serial numbers are going to stay tagged with the D prefix now, so they're not going to change on you.
Okay.
Let me just check here. Table bats, where are you? Yeah, I got a modified date on there, so we could use that as created or modified. Okay. That's there.
It
so
just would tell me, it would tell me for sure that these are here, but if you go back
well, if they're in inventory, I should be able to filter them out of the list, so you don't even see them in the bat list.
Right. Instead of being whipped, they would be added to finished goods inventory.
Finished goods, yeah, they should show up as finished goods if they're not. If they've been added to inventory, they should show up as finished goods.
Okay, well, that's part of what I need you to help me with. Is in work in progress, there's a whole bunch of, there's also a whole bunch of orders that I need to move to inventory and have already shipped. Laurel left us on Thursday the 2nd, and I think he was doing this up until that point, but anything that shipped Friday the 3rd till yesterday, I have not taken off the inventory. I haven't taken out of them. I don't know how to do that.
Okay, well, let's do one. Give me an order number.
Okay, why don't we start with order number 5725.
Okay, so you go to your order list, 5725. Okay, so it shows as work in process, right? You just go to the order header and say add order to inventory.
That's easy.
Okay, so you click that, and it puts it all in finished goods. Then you go into the line items. How come I didn't put it in finished goods? $2,809.
I noticed some of the bat models, it seems like that's where they are, and it tells them to go immediately to dock.
Yeah, but it shouldn't. When that goes to finished goods, these should all go into the finished goods locations. Something's not right with this order. Let me see. Was there an error? It didn't throw an error, did it?
No.
See, none of these were, I don't believe any of these were added to inventory, unless they're in inventory under the A ID, because...
I don't think any of them were added to inventory.
Let me, do a locate move. Huh, it's there. Let's try this. There's a couple ways they can do this, okay? It should have populated, but we'll take an alternate path here. If I go to shipping orders, what was that order number again?
5725.
5725. Make sure it's in Shirley. Okay, it's in Shirley. Never changed the style on it.
Yeah, that's what happens. It actually comes out properly on the tag, but it never stays here. Every time we go back into it, you'd have to re-choose it.
It should be 5725. 5725. No, it saved it.
Because we do that every time when we make tags, we do that. But when we go back into it later, it's not there.
It should be. I mean, I just did it. I mean, it saved it. Anyways, if we go to that order.
We already added it.
If you go to the line items and say start issue, we can do a load all, and it'll find all those serial numbers if they're actually in inventory, and it'll change the location. So let's see what it does. Okay, so it found those in finished goods.
There's 20 of them. There's 38
It found them all, 38
Yep.
of them.
Yep.
Okay, and then all you got to do is do finish issue. Okay, and it just shipped. So all of those are now out of inventory. You have a packing slip right here if you want a packing slip. Oh, I'm sorry, clicked on the link.
Awesome. What's the question mark?
Package. Why don't I change that? Well, it's a package. If you want a custom packing slip, we can do it, but it's going to cost. So it's up to you.
What is that supposed to be?
That's just our boilerplate packing slip that shows line items and what was ordered and what was shipped. But yours breaks down by serial number. You know what I could do? I could do this for nothing, actually. I'm going to leave that column header package, but I'm going to put the serial number in that field.
Okay.
Okay. It'll say package, but the serial number will show there.
Okay.
On the packing slip. That way I don't have to give you a custom packing slip and you can avoid that cost. So let's go back and do another one. Give me another order.
Okay, there's one that I've been trying to do and it got stuck, I think. 5759. I did start issue. That's where you are, right? Are you in are you in issue or are you in shipping?
Well, you ship from shipping orders, okay? You get there, you get to issue from there. So let me log out, log in under your ID. So what's your login? Teresa?
I don't know. Yep.
And your password?
Oh, hold on. You know, when your computer saves them, you don't know any of this stuff. TL4044. So
okay, let's see if you got anything stuck in the issue grid. Sometimes things get left behind. Yeah, you got this stuck in the issue grid, the 5759 order.
So yeah, what did I do wrong? Am I supposed to mark them all?
No, nothing. I mean, what happens is if I were to start this again, okay, so 5759.
I did finish issue and it gave me an error message there.
See, if I go here and I try to issue this, it's going to tell me, well, that's because there's no location chosen, but it's going to tell me you already have an issue transaction pending.
Yeah, this is what I did. Okay. So I clicked issue stock page.
Right, but you didn't do anything with it. You don't have a location chosen, so you just choose load all. Okay, it only found one of them.
Well, we had both of them in the last screen.
Yeah, I know, but you only have one of them in inventory. Okay, because it only found one of them. So let's delete it. Go back to 5759 and add that order back into inventory. It should add the missing line. Shipping orders. 5759. Okay, let's see if it finds it now. So if I go to line items here, yeah, it found it. Okay.
So now you should just start issue.
Start issue. Yeah, it didn't have it in inventory.
Gotcha.
It only had the one. And also I fixed it so it automatically puts it in finished goods now. So All you have to do is finish issue and it's gone.
All right, so I have to go in, all those orders that I've shipped, they're all in WIP, so I have to add them all to finished goods and then issue them.
Well, you have to add them to inventory before you can issue them.
Right, and I didn't know how to do that.
Yeah, you just do it from the order header. So you go to order header, you say add to inventory. If some of them are there, it won't re-add them. It will just add the missing ones, and then you can go right to start issue. So here, why don't I give you control and you can do a couple while I'm here.
Okay.
I'm going to give you keyboard and mouse so you can control my screen.
All right, 5874. So I go into
orders
and do shipping.
Yep. I changed it so now when you log in, you automatically get the shipping order page instead of the bat list.
Okay. So I go into here and just put the order number I want. Let's try
Yep.
5874. It's not in inventory yet.
Well, that's not why it's not sharing. Go up to the status and change that to all orders. That order isn't in there. That order doesn't exist.
I don't know why that order wouldn't exist unless maybe she shipped it before she left and she's already done
It would
it.
have shown up in the order list.
Hold on just a second. Come on. Oh, seriously, what is the probability of me choosing the only order we have that's just for a hooded sweatshirt? No bats. We don't bring over orders. It doesn't receive orders that are for shirts and sweatshirts.
It doesn't put them in the bat table, no. Yeah.
Right. So that one order I chose was one for a sweatshirt. Okay, so this one is in there. So I go in here to order number?
Yeah, click on the order number.
And then I have to...
Then you want to add it to inventory. Okay, now go to line items and click start issue. And now click finish issue. And it's gone.
Nice, well that's easy enough. So again, one more time, I just went into orders, ship orders.
Yep.
Call up the one I want.
Yep. Yep. Start issue.
So you don't have, what's this mark for? If you want to delete something?
You want to delete the line, yeah.
Okay. All right, well that's awesome. So the reason why I couldn't get rid of any of these because none of them have been added to inventory.
Right. Yeah, Laurel was, I don't know what she was doing, to be honest with you, because I went over that with her too, because she was trying to issue it out and she hadn't added it to inventory. And I said, well, you can't issue something out that's not in inventory. You got to add it first.
Yeah, she wasn't a really good communicator, so that a lot of times was a lot of the
Well,
problem.
no, she didn't ask for help. She just went off on her own and tried to figure it out, which, you know,
Yep.
okay, well, I give her credit for it, but it's a good way to get in trouble too.
Yeah, exactly. So the other thing that we need to do, can you show me where I can get a report for, like, I want to see all the bats that I have in Shirley right now. Now I can't because they're not in inventory. Well, maybe they are.
No, it's only gonna,
Back, those ones that you said were all showing up that had the inventory on them. All of these. How many pages do we have of this?
2 pages, I think.
Okay, so I probably have to add all of these to inventory first.
If you haven't already, yeah.
So let me just do one and you can show me.
These individual bat tags, you have to do it, just go to the edit, all the way on the left. Left column, Teresa. So edit.
Sorry, yeah, sorry.
And then just add the bat to inventory.
Right. Yeah.
Make note of the serial number, okay?
Yep.
I mean, what do you want to do with this? Do you want to issue it out?
So I don't right now, but
Okay.
That's the goal, is that once it's in our inventory, then I want to ship it to Chandler.
Yeah.
Then I just go into orders like we just did?
Well, no, it's gone. You don't have an order for it. You can create a shipping order for Chandler and assign that serialized bat to it on a line. That's one way to do it. You know, if you wanted all of these orders to go to Chandler, what you could do is create an order. Let me do it. Okay, so if you wanted to create a shipping order, I don't know how you're gonna have to look at the bat list. Probably the thing to do is do this. If you go into the bat list and you go into filters, the order number, we can change this. Okay, so these are all the bats. All of these bats are going to Chandler?
No, but they might someday. They will someday. They're not going now.
Okay, you're just putting them in inventory?
Yeah, I'm just putting them in inventory until I have a full pallet to ship.
Okay.
So right now I just need to put them into inventory.
Yeah, but just put them in inventory.
You want to show me in the demo site how I would create a shipping order and ship to Chandler?
Yeah. All you do is, do we have a customer?
We probably have some of those inventory. There's probably some inventory bats there. I did go in and set up customers for Bill, he's the one we'd ship them to, and for all the sales reps.
Okay, Bill's got a number of customer IDs here.
But I set him up, try Billy. I set him up after you and I talked on the phone. I set him up and all of our sales reps up. So I went into this add a customer.
Right.
And I added him and 3 sales reps. I don't know.
Well, he's in there. I'm just saying he's in there multiple times. These are all WooCommerce orders.
Right. They are. So we could have shipped these from here. These are probably open and probably need to be shipped.
5792, shipping orders. 5792. Yeah, that's an outstanding order. It hasn't been shipped yet. So you could actually just, let's take a look at the order. Yeah, I mean.
You have to add it to inventory, right?
Well, it's going to add it to inventory. Yeah, when you do this, and then when you're ready to ship it, you would just go in and ship it like you normally do.
Okay, so we've already shipped this, but what if we wanted to send this to Chandler? Would we do it that same way?
Well, yeah, you have an order for Chandler right here.
Right.
So, I mean, you know, let's take a look. So,
but how would we receive it into Chandler inventory? Can you do just a lateral move on here?
No, you can't.
Okay. Not once he's
No.
placed an order.
No, so that's the problem. No, you can't do a lateral move here. What you have to do is you have to create a transit slip and assign those bats to it. This order, this is kind of confusing the way you guys are using Dovetail here to enter these orders, because they're being made in Shirley, but you want to ship them to Chandler.
So the next time we should create the order in our inventory
Well, the
system.
problem is when you ship, you issue out stock. It's gone.
Right.
Okay, it's not in inventory. You're not transferring it to Chandler. You're getting rid of it.
Yep.
Okay, so if we were to complete the shipping order, then basically that stock's going to go away. It's not going to be in inventory. It's not going to be in Shirley, and it's not going to be in
Thank you.
it's not going to be in Shirley, and it's not going to be in Chandler. It's going to be gone. It's going to be shipped to a customer called Bill Hanley, you know?
So for these ones that I did, I'm going to have to receive them into I'm going to have to do them over.
Well, no, you don't have to do them over. I think what you can do is, it might be a little confusing, but if we add this order to inventory, we'll put them in finished goods, okay?
Yeah.
And if we look at the line items, we got D382 through D383. So what you can do is you can go into inventory, into the locate and move, and place units in transit. And if I filter, okay, so these guys are not in inventory. Inventory. I think this might be a problem with the serialized parts being changed.
Okay.
Let me take a quick look. Yeah. No, it's in Shirley.
So you just shouldn't put that D in front of it. You should just put the number. Is that what you did?
No, I should be able to put the D in front of it.
I know.
If I go wondering why that locate move screen didn't work. Orders, let me try it again. I don't know why I didn't find it. Paste. Because that's a legitimate. There it goes. Okay. Let me try this now. Place units in transit. Okay, I found it. Okay, so what you can do here is we're saying we're going to ship from Shirley Mills to Chandler.
Yep.
And create a new transit slip. So this is one of the lines from the order. So I'm going to mark it and I'm going to ship it. Okay, so we put that in transit on that transit slip number. So you want to make note of that number, T-0036. 83 was another one on that order that we wanted to ship.
Hold on just 1 second, Ben. I would have him back up to the front door, and then David can open the overhead door and put him right in your car there. Okay? So it's going to be right at this overhead door. Okay. And David should still be here. He'll do that, Jolene. Thank you. I'm sorry, I had a walk-in customer that Jolene didn't know how to deal with.
Okay, copy 383, order, locate, move, paste. Okay, so this one we're going to add to that transit slip, okay?
So
we're
how do
just going to say add it,
Okay.
mark it, and ship it.
So
Okay, then we're going to go back and we're going to add the other two, which was 84 and 85, right? Inventory, okay, paste, 84. So we add that to the, oh, how'd that work? Inventory, let me find that serialized part again. Okay, so this guy, paste, 84. Add it to the slip. Mark it. So basically what we're doing is we're putting all these bats on a transit slip.
Okay.
So they're still in your warehouse, but they're put on hold so you can't issue them out on an order or do anything like that. And they're ready, you know, basically going to be ready to ship to Chandler. So if I go in and put that 85 on there, I think that's the last one. Mark it and add it to that slip. Now, under inventory, we have transit slips. If we look at that transit slip, looks like she's been putting stuff in transit.
Yeah, it looks like she has, huh? She mentioned that she knew how to do that. So these
okay, so these are the 4 I just put into transit.
Yeah.
Well, that's just, there's something wrong with the Dovetail bitmap on my dev system. But those are the 4. So if I were on the receiving end of that, if I was Billy, what I'd do is I'd log in, I'd go into the locate move screen, okay, and you'd receive units from transit. So basically what you'd do is change this to Chandler and say receive units in transit. Why is it Shirley Mills? And there are the 4 that I just put in there. So all you'd have to do is mark them and then receive them.
Okay, don't do that because she may already have those in a different transit slip.
No, they wouldn't have been available.
Oh, okay.
These are the only things currently in, this is the dev system. These are the only things currently in transit to Chandler in the test system.
Oh, this is a test system. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so you just mark them and then you say receive units.
Okay.
And that closes that slip out, and they're now, oh, you got to choose a location to receive them into. And then receive units. Let me just, and then we'll do a locate a move on the serial and you'll see. Receive units. Okay, and then we go orders. I'm sorry, I have to do that all the time. Locate move. If I look at for one of those serials again, there it is in the Chandler warehouse now.
Okay.
You know, what you might want to do is get rid of, you know, issue out the legitimate orders, and let's find out what we got left behind in inventory that needs to move to Chandler, and we can regroup, okay?
Okay, that sounds good. So this item that you just, we're in this item that you just moved to here.
Yeah.
If, let's say, we've got a tournament this weekend and we want to issue out this bat, like you said, on a lease.
Yeah.
Do you do that from here also?
Well, no, I think there's I got to take a look at the leasing problem. It threw an error. So if I go into leasing, you would choose, you know, where you're leasing it from, which is Chandler, right? Who are you going to lease it to? Your salesperson, I suppose.
Can you go back up there and choose a different person? I want to see if the guys that I added are going to come up. His name is Zane, Z-A-N-E.
This is a dev site, not your site. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah, so he's not going to be in there. Okay.
Well, let me check over here. So, where's leasing? Yeah, he's there.
Okay, so I did that right.
Yeah, so basically, you need the model before you can search based upon serial numbers.
Yep.
And these are all your serial numbers. So then you just basically choose those.
Right.
And the lease amount, which is always going to be 1 because each one is a unique unit. Now this threw an error in test. I don't know if it'll throw an error here. Yeah, it does. So I got to find out why that error is being thrown. I won't let you save it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take a look at that.
Okay. We'll do that.
It should be working.
Okay. Can you
okay.
Can you show me how to in my live system? I'd like to see a list of everything that I have in. And I can't do that because I haven't moved it to inventory. Well, can you show me how I get an inventory?
Yeah, just go to inventory count by warehouse.
Okay.
You know, the best one, probably for you, the best one would be the cycle count report. If you go into inventory, because everything's serialized pretty much, if we do a cycle count by serial, it shows the serial numbers and the locations for them.
Okay. Now, this right now is going to have orders. Will it have committed orders too, or just?
No, this is only physical inventory.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
But I got whole bunches of them I have to add to inventory, so they're not showing up here. Yeah.
Right. And some of them have, you know, these designations. I don't know whether to go in there and change them all to D or leave them as is because they've been received into inventory that way. So I'm going to leave them as is. I'm not going to change them.
Sounds like a good plan.
But moving forward, everything will be D.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I mean.
Oh, can you show me one last?
I'm only seeing 80 records in inventory for you.
Yeah, I got all those ones that are those 2 pages of ones that have inventory as an order number. They have to be added to the inventory, and then they'll show up here.
Yeah.
Can you show me an order? Can we look at an order that I want to be able to move it from work in process to cutting to finish? Can we do that with one that's already completed?
Yeah, sure.
5869. Try that one.
Snow and finish.
Okay. So.
No, that's all on paper. Nothing's moved. Nothing's been added to inventory. Nothing. It's just a status.
That's perfect.
So if you go into orders now, shipping orders, and change this status, do finish. I'll make a liar out of me. Definition, list. I might have that set up wrong because I kind of did it on the fly. What was that order number again?
I think it was 5869.
5869. Yeah. Oh, station. That's why I put the wrong. Oh, station. And that was finish. Yeah, there you go. So all you have to do is filter by station to find the finished orders.
Okay. That's what I needed to know. That's great. Now, can you tell me how do I use the UPC barcodes and a scanner to minimize our work here? You know, like, I want the bat cutting guy to get into this program when he's getting ready to cut all those bats and upgrade all those orders to cutting. He should be able to scan that label that's on the bat and do that, shouldn't he?
Not without making changes. No, I mean, that's all custom work that would have to be done.
So what good is a barcode on these items if I can't scan them and move them?
Well, the whole idea was, again, you know, out in the field when you're at the trade shows, being able to issue it out by scanning in the tags.
Okay.
None of that work's been done. You know, it wasn't part of the original quote. So none of that work's been done. So you got to we're going to have to get together with Ben and hash it out.
Okay, we need to do that because you keep saying that's not part of the original thing, but our original emails, that's all we were talking about, is how we would scan them and the things that we wanted when we scanned them.
Well, I know it was discussed in the email, Teresa, but what was sent with you and what was quoted was basically what Ben sent you about a month ago. That work that was quoted was the WooCommerce interface, and that was pretty much it. So, I mean,
So
he's in charge of invoicing and, huh?
Can you get me a quote for that? Because this inventory, I honestly don't know how I'm going to use it except for to print tags, unless I can. I don't understand why I'd have a tag on something that I can't scan and use that barcode.
Well, you can scan it. You'll be able to do it eventually. That's by the serial number. You'll be able to issue them out by the serial number at those trade shows. That's why we put the barcode on the order number. I mean, we need to get together and hash out just exactly. I don't want to go into the mobile arena the same way we went into this, designing it on the fly, because it's too easy to make mistakes.
Good idea. So, I understand.
We need to have it flushed out and written down just exactly what we need for mobile. And so I know there were discussions between Ben and Billy about what they wanted with respect to capturing social, media information and all of that, but there's nothing formal has been written up.
So probably the best plan of attack at this point. I'm not sure I agree with you as far as I really understood that we were going to be able to do those things when we purchased this, but that's neither here nor there. Well, I agree with you. We need to be able to do this all manually and understand what the heck we're doing and how it affects other things, because I've done nothing but screw things up and you've had to come in and pick up the pieces because I didn't know the big picture. So yeah. if we get this whole manual process down, then we should be able to make a plan for how to do it in the field with a scanner, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, I've made it as simple as I possibly can. I got it so you can add the inventory by the orders. You've done an
awesome job, Ben. I'm not saying you haven't. I'm just saying there's a lot to this inventory program that we don't even use, but what we do affects it. So we just have to be more educated on our end. You've done everything I've ever asked. You've been extremely awesome. But so whenever I say that, I don't mean you're complicating it, or I just mean I got to get it. We have to get a system down here. So I think I have more of the component today.
Okay, good.
And I think by going back in the video, the tape that you just did of it, any questions I have, it's been really clear today because I understand more of it now than I did 2 months ago.
Yeah, I think if you work at the order level and almost forget about the bat level, you're going to be fine. I mean, basically, you create, the orders are coming in, and I don't see any problem with those orders coming in anymore.
No, that is awesome.
And then basically, you can change the status so you can see on the order screen where they are, whether they're in width or cutting or finish. And then when you're ready to add them to inventory and ship them out, do just that.
Right.
The ones that kind of concern me are the ones that are coming in for Billy and Chandler. Those really are orders that you don't want to ship, you want to transfer.
Right.
And the way that they're coming in as orders. So they would be completed like a basic shipping order, which means they're going to go out.
Is there a problem with the way you just did the transfer? That seemed to work okay.
That seemed to work okay, but now you got a leftover order out there for the same serialized bats. And, that order is not, you don't want to ship against it because, number one, there's no bat inventory for it. It's gone already. Well, there's bats in inventory, but they're already in Chandler. So what was that bat again? What was the one we did? The order. Do you remember?
No, but I can I don't. I can probably find it. Give me a second here. I'll get onto WooCommerce and find it.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I might be able to make a change in the library, and we could add another flag to the order that actually transfers it instead of moves it. We do have a transfer function in the library now. I don't know how easy it will be to trigger. There's only a couple of lines of code. I'll just throw it in there, and then we can do it that way, where we can just pick the order, add to inventory, and then ship it to Chandler. But I got to take a look at it behind the scenes. Okay. That's why I said go work with the orders that are legit now and get them, in inventory and out of the system. we'll have a smaller list to work with, and I'll look under the covers, see what I got to fix this leasing problem. I don't know why that's showing up.
Okay.
And, I'll see about setting up a transfer. So those items, you know, we could probably do something where, if I look at customers. Yeah, nothing in there for that one. I'm thinking I might be able to do something where on the order header we specify that it's going to be a transit order, not a basic order, and then just what will happen is it'll automatically, when you click finish issue, it'll go to Chandler instead of going out and getting rid of the inventory. It'll just move it.
Right, like kind of like you did for the Amateur Pro option. If we chose yep.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense. That could be done.
Yeah, let me look at that, all right? And I'll send Ben an email, and I'll copy you and Billy on it and say we got to get together and flush out the mobile stuff.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, that sounds good. Thanks so much.
Okay, you have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.